Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9, Episode 1. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. Now, if y'all missed my video yesterday, I'ma just let y'all know this. If in the next few months y'all hear me cough, sneeze, or sniffle, just know it is the change of the weather mixed with a little bit of allergies and a little bit of, the switching of the times. Your girl ain't got that virus. It's just that it's allergies. There is just pollens galore outside of my house just waiting for me when I open the door like I owe it money. So, again, if I sneeze, if I cough, if I sniffle, just know it is allergy related and nothing more. Let's get on to the review. Now, Stevie J says his life is better than ever. He's getting along with both Mimi. He's getting along with Jocelyn. Eva's turning 10. He has joint custody of Bonnie Bella with Jocelyn, which I didn't think that was ever going to happen. But side note, Eva's turning 10. Now, I was trying to do the math in my head when the show first started, and it started, welcome to Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta started in, 2012? So that was, 8 years ago? So Eva was, 2 years old when the show came on? Maybe one when they was filming? So, yeah, she been on basically her whole life. Well, not her whole life, because she ain't on there live, but, the show been going on, like, a majority of her life. And it's good that Stevie and Jocelyn have come to terms, because they was fighting over the custody of Bonnie Bella, and that's good. Now, Mimi is throwing Eva a safari-themed 10th birthday party, and I thought it was real, real cute. So, Rashida asked Kendra, is she having baby fever, with all these children in the building? And she was like, child, please, ain't nobody thinking about having no more babies or having babies at all. Jocks showing up don't need no more kids. I'm not thinking of nothing about trying to get this wedding on and popping. Rashida and Kirk, they are approaching their 20-year anniversary. Congratulations to them, because they done went through a lot since Love and Hip Hop done been on. He done cheated several of the times. She done kicked him out. His motorcycle got ran over by her mama. He accused her of cheating and the baby not being there. So they went through a lot going on, but they still together. Now, we're going to move over to Scrappy, Bambi, Mama D, and her assistant. Now, y'all, when I first saw Mama D on this walker, I wanted to laugh because it was like she had one, remember, allergies. She had a walker like, the elderly or somebody who just had surgery. And I was like, Mama D, what you got going on? And I wanted to laugh until I realized how serious the situation was. She had been drinking a lot, and she had developed kidney stones that ruptured in her bladder in the middle of the night. And I was like, I know that had been painful, and that led to infections in her blood, and she's had like several surgeries to like get everything back on and make sure everything is all right in her body. But she kind of, she going through it right now. It's all not good in the palace. Mama D going through it. Now, Scrappy says that he knows that she like to drink. And hopefully her being in and out of the hospital like this and in and out of the emergency room, that she'll realize that she has a problem. I'm like, most people, they don't understand they have a problem until they've hit rock bottom. Like her, like having a kidney stone, they ruptured, they got infected and all these things. Maybe that will let her know that she needs to stop the drinking. Go to some AA meetings. Go get into rehab. She got a little bit of money off on this show that she could get into rehab, get herself under control, get her drinking under control, talk to somebody so she won't be tempted. She's always going to be tempted to drink, but take the steps that she needs to finally realize she's alcoholic. She can't be out here drinking like that, or she could possibly be leaving this world. Move it over to Sierra. She says that she was 15 and pregnant and living in her car, and she never thought that she would figure out being a mother. And I was like, hold up, how would you had a car but you ain't have a house at 15? I was trying to understand that and like do the calculations in my head. I was like, so your mama kicked you out of the house but you still had a car? But anyways, She says that she loves her kids and she do anything for her kids, but she's scared she gonna leave them. She's in the middle of a messy legal situation. Now y'all know, like last season, her stepson had passed away, and instead of being able to grieve for Rod Jr., his mama lied and said that Sierra had attacked her, and on top of that, the woman was pregnant, so the charges were a lot more serious, and she could be facing like 12 years in prison. Now she wanted her, like they didn't have, like, it's her stepson's birthday. They having like a memorial celebration for his birthday, and she wants her ex-husband to testify that how his ex has lied, how his ex has harassed her, and how his ex also lied and said that he had jumped on her when she know good and well that he didn't jump on her. But he talking about saying he ain't trying to testify because he ain't nobody snitch. He vowed that he was never going to see the inside of a courtroom again. I was like, okay, you got your the nerve, gall, and audacity to be sitting in this woman's face after you cheated on her with somebody who was working in her shop, had doing all those things with her, knowing good doggone well that your ex is lying and your ex-wife is / mother of your kids could be going away, but since you don't want to be a snitch out here in these streets, you ain't finna do that. That really, I never did understand the thing of like no snitching. Like, so we just gonna let this person and killed somebody. We supposed to let this person just be out here free in the world, that he or she can be out here killing somebody again. We just not supposed to say nothing. This person that did something bad, but we just supposed to be like, I don't know nothing, I don't see nothing. I just don't get that. Moving over to Kendra and Jock. Now, Kendra tells Jock that she wants him to get a vasectomy. He knew that she didn't want no kids before he proposed, and he just didn't know that he would have to get a vasectomy. Now, Jock already got 8 kids, so he don't need no more, and he don't want no more, and he just feels that he can just pull out. Now, that don't work like that, and I guess this is Jock, and he ain't no medical expert, but he just figured he can just pull out and wham bam thinking, man, we ain't got no babies. And he talking about something she has changed since they've gotten engaged. She want to talk about finances, she want to talk about prenups, but Kendra is going into the mind of no longer thinking as a girlfriend. She's thinking of wife to be. Girlfriend, we just, we dating, we seeing each other, we going together, what have you. I'm not putting my all into our future because I don't know if we have a future. Now that you've proposed and I'm going to be your wife, I want to make sure things is under control. I want to make sure we have 401ks. I want to make sure we have life insurance. I want to make sure that the things are set up for our future and your kids. So she's in this mindset. Hey,
baby, I made it.
Okay, I'm doing a video. And my husband, he just got off work. But anyway, yeah, she's in that mindset. And it's like, hold on. He just don't want to be looked at as a dude that can't have kids. Now, Jock, you have 8 kids. Boo-boo, we know you can make kids. Believe us. We know that you can make kids. After that first baby, it was proven that you can make kids. You've made 7 since then. We know that you can make kids. Kirk and Rashida, they have their kids working at a restaurant. Kai, he is like hostess, but he's so busy looking at the women in the leotards, he don't know what to do with himself. I'm like, why are they in leotards? Like, why can't they just have a regular uniform? Maybe if they wasn't in leotards, he wouldn't be looking at them. Kurt Jr., he is on the grill or something like that. The daughter, can't think of her name right now. She is a bartender, but she got somewhat of an attitude, so you never know when things is gonna pop off with her. Like, they're trying to get everything together, like leave a legacy for their kids. But Kurt, he upset because, and side note, Kai, he over here so focused on trying to get his own food. Like, sir, you working in a restaurant, make sure the customers have their food first before you put your order in. I worked at Wendy's when I was in high school for like a few days. It wasn't for me. But I remember when I was there, like, okay, I want to me something to eat when I get off of work. I would wait until the people that have come in to the dine-in or on the drive-thru and got their food before I was like, okay, can you fix me a chicken sandwich and give me some fries and give me something to drink? Like that. And then one day, like, it was a Saturday, and the cash registers just weren't working. So we can't work if we can't open if the cash registers weren't working, but we were still on the clock. So we was just like, okay, we just gonna make us something to eat. Somebody went to like the KB Kids store and got some cards, and we was just chilling for the day. So, but anyways, like, make sure your customers got their food before you over trying to put your order in, because it's already a 25-minute wait and people waiting on their food, and then they put an order in for you, which making the potential customer have to wait for their food. But anyways, Kirk, he all upset because Miss Charlene, they pay her good money to run Rashida's Tour Press in Houston, but now she didn't like got her own little business on and popping, and she her own little plus size line on and popping, and she's using their vendor. Now I don't know what she's using it as, like, okay, I'm going to them and they making it and y'all, I'm putting it on y'all dime, or what is it, like a vendor that like anybody can use and she's just using it too? But I'm leaning towards she getting her line made and she's sending the bill to them. That's what it sounded like. I could be wrong. Now, he talk about he don't want this vasectomy. He would rather have 3 wisdom teeth pulled while being chased by some pit bulls running through the bluff. Now, I'm assuming the bluff is a bad area of Atlanta, which, you know, that don't say much because you can be in the deep of the hood and turn around the corner and be in multi-million-dollar houses. I've seen it before. My uncle was showing me and my mama. We was riding through Atlanta some years ago, and we was looking at these like multi-million-dollar houses, and went around the corner, and we was in the hood. So, anyways, he don't even want the doctor examining him, and he's like, he not really for this. The doctor's explaining what the procedure would entail, and he not trying to have the doctor any type of instrument anywhere around him. He don't want the doctor examining him, and the doctor's like, okay, I'll leave out the room. He talking about something, he want her to get her tubes tied. Now, sir, you may not know this, but getting your tubes tied is a major surgery. She would have to be put under and all these things, and she's gonna be off of work for a minute, as opposed to a vasectomy is less invasive. But I don't get what, hey, he don't want kids, but he doesn't want to do the things to prevent him having any more kids. That's basically what's going on. Now, lastly, Alexa Sky, she is on the show. Now, she didn't went from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Love and Hip Hop New York, now she on Atlanta. Now, she wasn't really doing too much when she was like in New York. In Hollywood, her main thing was she wanted to speak to Masika because Masika got pregnant by Fetty Wap. And you can't tell me if she didn't turn around and get pregnant on her, just to spite Masika. You can't tell me that anyways. But anyway, she didn't show up to Rashida and Kirk's anniversary party. Uninvited, mind you, because she got issues with Carly. Now, she get there and Rashida's like, what's she doing here? She wasn't even, invited. Now the girl done kicked off her shoes. Now this is when I've been like, security, lady right there, can you escort her and her shoes up out the building? Because we not finna do this today. But I guess we on Love and Hip Hop, so therefore we have to get into, some type of kerfuffle at these parties. I would have sent her on her way. Now I guess this is all over Mo. Yes, Carly's Mo. He dated or messed around with Alexis some years ago before he messed around with Carly, and something was going on social media, and Carly said she was going to spit on Alexis and Mama on site, so I guess Alexis got to run up. I guess so. Usually when we had these fights on Love and Hip Hop, whether it's, New York, Atlanta, Hollywood, or Miami, when the females get to fighting, it's a table between them. But Mona switched it up on us, and Carly was on the couch, and it was a couch that was, separating them. These two get the fussing and all these things like we always do. She gets escorted out. Now, I guess Akbar didn't get the memo that Alexa was going there to cut up several foods. But she was talking about something, this is unacceptable. I was like, yes, this is unacceptable. But my mind always wants to go to this being real. And I'm like, okay, so you gonna show up and attack this girl while film is rolling. And my mind always wants to, that's just stupid, because she can press charges on you. She can be like, where's a piece of paper at? I ain't got no papers. I do not have any piece of paper around me. But she can be like, Ooh, here's a small piece of paper. We're just gonna have to go with this. Your Honor, I have my evidence. Exhibit A. She is in her confessionals talking about she wants to come and attack one of Rashida's guests, which happens to be B. Exhibit B. She takes her shoes off because she wants to fight me. Exhibit C. We have her on camera trying to run up on me, yelling all that mess. So I rest my case, Your Honor. This woman attacked me, therefore I want to sue her. But since you know this love hip hop and it's a stage, you know that ain't really what went down. But like, if you really wanted to get at Carly, you wouldn't do it with the camera there, and you wouldn't do it with security there, because you're not gonna get to Carly because the security be on and popping on these shows. So yeah, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you are already a family member and one of my peoples, welcome back. And y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.